Hi Aries, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be giving you a reading for what it is that you need to know for the month of March. And you hear that? That is my cat. This is not a predictive reading. This is a reading for what it is that your guides and the universe would like you to know. And then also just know that this is a general reading for those with a sun, moon, or rising sign of Aries. So it may not resonate with you personally. And if so, feel free to leave a video. If it does, let me know what you like and what you don't like, since I am still trying to figure out exactly the way that I'm setting up the camera and like the spread that I'm doing. I have been doing rune cards, but I did not pull those for you today. Instead, I have pulled a card for your career and for romance. So to start off, we can go into the tarot cards. We have first the Sun, which we have here children, and we have the sun above, and we have butterflies. So I'm seeing this as the sun is coming out for you, right? So there is illumination and positivity. So something that maybe you had a drawback in February, or just your mood might have shifted lower. You're going to rise back up in the month of March. So you're going to overcome the drawback, or it's going to, like you thought something was going to happen and it's not going to, but you will see the light, you will see the positivity coming in your way. And with the children in this photo, I'm seeing a return to innocence, a return to that optimism that we have as a child before we are told what we can and cannot do and what is coming our way with life. So there is that positivity coming your way, but you have to let go of your adult layers that might be getting in the way of you seeing this come your way. And then like the butterflies in there, I see as like messages. So like little messages that are coming from the universe that you may or may not notice. Again, because you have to have that childlike eye. So this could be synchronicities from like the time that you see on the clock. Are you seeing angel numbers like 444, 222, and passing it off as nothing other than coincidence? Or are you possibly seeing, animal messengers come into you? Are you seeing birds? Are you seeing deer and more, unusual animals to see in your everyday life? And think about what that means to you and what that could be telling you. Pay attention to what you're doing at the moment. So are you having a specific thought right before you see the number or the animal messenger? And what can that mean for you? And then for the second card, we have the Handman, which has to do with trust. So in this particular card, he's over some water, and he is trusting that the snake is going to hold him in place. Otherwise, he's probably going to drown. Because we can also see that his hands are tied behind his back, so he would drown. So this has to do with trusting that the universe has your back, is what I'm seeing with the Sun card previously. So you have to trust that things are going to go your way and have that optimism, like I said, that we've lost from childhood. So you're back into that trusting in the universe, which comes back around for the Six of Pentacles here, where we have three hands. And above here we have who I see as the, as source, as God, holding everything in place for us. And so we have to put in the work. This is us putting in work to keep everything steady in our life, but then we also have to be willing and ready to hold out our hand to catch what is being given to us by circumstances, by the universe, through the synchronicities of the way the universe works. And then if we do that, then we are able to, take all the prosperity that is being given to us. And so it looks prosperous in your career and endeavors from this, because that's always how I see the pentacles. But for your actual career card, what I pulled is let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. And so really, what I'm taking away from this is that in your career, you need to let go of your past mistakes. So letting go of any missed opportunities that you might have had and not taken, or the mistake of taking certain jobs that you shouldn't have, or any failures that maybe you have made on the job. Let all of that go and focus in on the present moment and what it is that you can do now in March, and what steps you can take in order to move forward. And then with that, I guess I will go to the romance card, which, similar to the Hangman, you got trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So what I'm seeing for this is that, if you are already in a relationship, you need to trust that things are working out, and trust in your partner. So if you possibly have any doubts and suspicions about something going on, trust that it is positive. Or, because again, this is general, so everyone has their own situations, this could also be trust your intuition. So and yes, because I'm feeling that, because first when I saw it, I was thinking that yes, this means that it's positive, your relationship is working out. But I'm being told that I have to put that stipulation that some of you, it means trusting your intuition. So if your intuition is telling you that something is going wrong in the relationship, or that this relationship is not in your highest, then you need to listen to that. With that said, if you are not in a relationship, then this is telling you to trust that you will be guided to find that right path this month. So that doesn't mean that you will be led to a partner in March, but it means that if you trust in the guidance that you're being given in March, then that will lead you towards your partner. And that may be still in the far future, but everything happens in divine timing, and so you need to trust in that. And then what I pulled for what it is that you need to let go of this month in March, we have take off your mask. And, this is pretty straightforward. Basically, where is it that you are putting on masks, putting on a persona? Where are you potentially lying to yourself or others, or giving white lies, or bending the truth of your perspective? Because I know I do this, not as much anymore, but I used to kind of limit what I said. So I wouldn't really lie, but if I didn't agree with someone, I would kind of bend my true perspective in order to not cause confrontation. So, notice where these areas are that you're doing this, where you could be more authentic. And instead of changing yourself or presenting yourself differently to others, create a safe environment for you so that you can let go of those masks and be your true authentic self safely. And then what I pulled for what it is that you need to focus on for this month, we have family and friends. It says you will find that family and friends will give you a sense of joy and healing. A reunion, return of a friend or relative, old family matters put to rest, reconciliation. So the card is called family, but really it's about connection. But because of the second card that I pulled, I think this has to do mainly with friendship, but just connection in general, because this card could also be about a family member, even though it says friendship. But that you need to watch out for temptation. You may be tempted to spend money or go into a joint venture with someone. Maybe fine at first, danger at the end. Have caution, can lead to a broken friendship. So, what is coming out from this card, and again, this doesn't mean that it's for everyone, that this specific thing is going to happen, but that for some of you, you will be reconnecting with an old friend, and then this old friend is going to try to do something with you. So perhaps take a trip, or try to convince you to invest into something, or start like a business venture or something with them, but that this is not a good decision. And it's going to lead to either conflict in the relationship, which will end that relationship, or that you will take a financial loss if you go into it. But if that's not the case, that you have this old friend coming in, then what I'm seeing is that it's separate. So focus in on your family and friendship, and that you're just being told to watch your investments right now and starting something risky. Instead of going in on that, focus your attention on your connections with other individuals and on being your most authentic self in those relationships. And then lastly, I did still pull a card for what it is that you can change about your thinking process for March. And you have alternate work and breaks. So make sure that you take, that you give yourself enough time to relax and balance things out, which is also coming back to the Six of Pentacles here, because we have the balance of the scale, and that there's effort being put in to maintain that balance. You have to actually put in action to do that. So take the necessary action steps needed in order to balance your time between work and breaks. And with these breaks, focus in on that trust and letting go of guilt. So make sure that you are spreading your time between work, relationships, and your inner work and like meditation. And with that is the end of your reading for March, Aries, and I hope to see you again next month, and please consider subscribing.